Wanna brush your head, glad out, don't you? Wanna brush your head and glad out. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Yo, good morning, gentlemen. I've got great news. Mason's still a pussy. Even better news, I failed my vision test at the DMV to get my license. It's a beautiful thing, really. No, I failed the vision test without my glasses. The guy asked, do you wear glasses or contacts? I said, I do, but they're reading glasses. Like, let me just take the test. He holds up a piece of paper like 6 feet away, tells me to cover one eye. And these motherfuckers set you up, bro. They're all these letters in like an old, like New Roman, Old English. They got different slashes and dashes on the P's and the F's and the E's. Oh, dude, I covered up my eye. I didn't get a single letter right. He's like, you should go get your glasses because you just failed it without it. I'm like, okay. I go out to get my glasses, basically fucking running in the parking lot, sprinting. I feel terrible for this guy. And come sit down. And I'm pretty sure this guy like helped me out because we were chatting it up beforehand, before we got to the vision test. He asked me when I moved to Texas. I said, about less than a year ago, probably about like 7, 8, 9 months ago. He's like, oh, great. And then we started talking about kids. He's got grandchildren. An older Asian guy with like, he's in an unbelievable shape. This guy's arms were like as big as my thigh. So I had a nice little rapport with him, right? And tells me to go get my glasses, sprint out to the car, grab them, come back. I'm pretty sure that he gave me a line that was even bigger, and I still got 2 letters wrong. But I knew that it was either a P or an F. So I corrected myself. He passed me on it. Then I go to the other eye. Just had me read the same line backwards, which, all right, it's 5 letters. No way I'm going to fuck this up. I can remember exactly what I just said, except backwards. And then he asked me, all right, what 2 colors are on this piece of paper? I said red and green. He's like, you're good. I'm like, all right, shout out the American government. Holy hell. And I just want to be clear here, gentlemen. The reason why I share with you that I failed that vision test is because I get to continue to use my vision as an excuse as to why I'm bad at this game. So you cheated is what you're saying? No, I didn't cheat. The system was cheating all these other innocent bystanders on the road when I get behind the wheel. Wait till they see me drink. Huh. Then we're really going to have some fun. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Great to see y'all. Yeah, I'm good, Patrick. They're going to give me my license, bro. It gets here in a couple weeks. Yeah, dude, maybe I should have even like went for gold, dude, to try to get that handicap sticker. That'd have been sick. Some princess parking. It's great to be back on stream, man. Last night, yesterday, we probably had our best day on Warzone yet. If you guys were here for the show, for 3 hours, I turned into Chris Kyle. I mean, we were looking absolutely lethal with the sniper in our hand. So that was just like a great boost of confidence. When Black Ops 6 came out, I told myself that I was going to get warmed up before the game came out, but that never ended up happening. I feel like if you don't play on controller consistently, especially for me after I took so many years off playing video games, it takes a couple weeks to get back into the flow of things with a controller in your hand. I mean, I can go into a pub and get some kills, but, with some of the hidden MMR in these lobbies that we've been in for Warzone, it's been pretty sweaty. So it's taken me a minute to get back into the flow of things, but yesterday was probably my best day of Warzone, and I'm hoping to build off that and keep that moving forward. Octane hit me with the 28 months. He said, I'll be on in like 30 to 45 for games. All right, LaRue, I'm gonna play with Teep, Merc, and Karma until then, and then I'm sure that they have a 4th they can grab. If not, I'll just break off and play with you. I don't want to leave my Amish men by the wayside. I'll let you know, big dog. Octane hit me with the 28 months, chat. We've got some we've got some people to thank for their subs this morning, so bear with me here. Nanook, thank you very much for the 8 months. Jack Socials just hit me with a 2-year resub. God damn, bro. I knew it must have felt good pulling up to the chat, seeing that 2-year resub come up. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for always being here, facilitating dopamine in this chat. More T, thanks for the sub. Sarvin Shipstick, Sober, Lord Bacon. Oh my God, Lord Bacon. Are you telling me that I gave this long, drawn-out story about the DMV and did not stop myself to say thank you for the absolute fucking gas and 10 gifted subs to start the day? Sure, Lord Bacon. Smells like pig to me, dude. The best kind. Bokey hit me with that 6 months. Street Taco and Perp with the 15 months. Ben the Bison, Tech Bot hit me with that 15 hours ago. I'm late. Dev with the tier 1. Brian, the PlayStation guy, hit the YouTube membership. All right, Chad, here's the deal. For everybody on YouTube, yesterday we tried out 4K streaming for the first time ever. And I went back and watched the VOD, and it looks unreal, crystal clear. I was happy to see so many people gassing up the 4K quality. That made me really excited. But we did run into a couple issues. About 5 or 6 times throughout the 10-hour stream we did yesterday, we had the stream intermittently go out. The broadcast just kind of dropped. Even though I wasn't dropping frames in OBS, if you guys have ever streamed before, use a program called OBS, and on the bottom gives you basically like the telemetry like you would have in Call of Duty with your FPS and time and all that shit at the top. And I never dropped frames. The stream just kind of went out. And McGowan had the task manager pulled up on my streaming PC so that we could see what was happening. Oh my God, gifted subs are coming in from Paramount and Costa. I'm going to get to you guys in a second. Thank you, gentlemen. But we were basically tracking pretty much any metric we could on the back end. We could see like the Ethernet, the GPU load, all that. And we're still not exactly sure why the stream was going out intermittently, but here's what I did to find some solutions. McGowan has me HDMI'd into 3 different inputs for my streaming PC in case we do the watch party. So I'm on a big screen TV over here, that monitor back there that's on the coffee table, and then obviously my main streaming monitor that's up here. I essentially, since we're not going to be using those things, I turned off the 2 inputs connected to those that TV and that monitor, so we only have the streaming PC monitor. I figured that might help the GPU in some way or another. I'm not sure if those inputs are plugged directly into the motherboard or not, but I don't know. I figured if I just turn them off, maybe that will help the load. And then I also updated the graphics card. It's a 4070 in the streaming PC that we bought when Twitch announced that they were going to bring AV1 to encoding on this website. They never introduced it, but it's a 40 series. So I'm hoping that makes the difference and we don't have those stream blackouts for like 30 seconds like we did yesterday. We also turned down the preset to be a little less intensive, and we lowered the bit rate by like 5,000, which I don't think you'll really even notice a difference on the YouTube stream. But, you know, some of this stuff is not very interesting, but I figured we'd give you some context to give you a heads up that we're working on it. Yo, Costa, Paramount, guys, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs back to back just like that. Right as we started that story, I appreciate you, gentlemen. Holy shit, we are on a 35 sub train to start the day. Free Tory, thank you very much for the 3 months. Jetski, great to see you. Deb, by the way. Stuka Nighthawk with the 8 months. Ashley with the 19 months. I mean, it's going absolutely insane out here. He said, love from Brum, UK. Is that... Did you mean Birmingham? Brum? I don't know where Brum is. Put it in my bum. Stop talking to me. Look me in the eye when you fuck me. Right, LaRue? If he's still here, he's not here anymore. I stopped at the gas station. Holy shit. That Raptor takes a lot of gas. I can't imagine filling that thing up when it was at $5. Thank the Lord it's not there anymore. Savage Dimitri. Golly, brother. 5 gifted. Dimitri's been catching up to my boy Campbell on these daily 5 gifteds. The lower bit rate makes you look cuter. Don't lie to me, bro. I don't want to be lied to. Hey, honey. I failed the vision test. He let me go get my glasses. Still got letters wrong. But when he had me cover up my left eye, so he said cover up an eye. And I didn't bring my glasses in because I had to take the photo, right? And I'm like, how hard can a DMV vision test be? And my left eye is the really, really bad one. So I covered that one up first. Absolutely bombed it. I didn't get a single letter right. He started laughing. He said, you should go get your glasses. So I sprint out to the parking lot, grab the glasses, still got 1 or 2 letters wrong. But I'm pretty sure since we were chopping it up about kids and stuff, he gave me like bigger letters when I came back in. But I kept confusing a P for an F and an F for a P. But then he had me cover up my right eye and then just read the same line backwards. And then he asked me what 2 colors are on this piece of paper. And it's like the same colors that they would have on a test that I just took at the optometrist last week. It's just red and green. I'm like, red and green? He's like, you're good. Yeah. So,
Did you tell him, like,
well, he didn't ask for any backstory, but I started yapping about the keratoconus. He like cut me off. He said, we just need your thumbprints. I'm like, all right. You don't want to hear about my cone-shaped corneas. But yeah, it's going to be real ID. Shows up in like 2 weeks. When we're traveling, we got to bring back the passport. But all in all, we're good.
You gotta bring your passport.
Yeah, he asked me a really weird question that I want to say on stream though. But I'm going to mute up. Hey, chat. Listen, I can't tell this story online because it's going to cause stupid shit. So don't get mad at me. But I know I'm not unmuted. You guys are. How the hell? All right, what did I say, chat? And sir, what gender do you identify as? Oh my God, Myrtle, that's insane. I know I wasn't muted. It's all back up on the counter. Oh, by the way, he definitely commented on the thick greeting card paper you sent me with. Every single time I handed him a sheet, he tried to like peel it off as if it were 2 pieces of paper on top of each other. It's like, this is really thick paper. I said, yeah, my wife ran out of regular. And then, what else? There was something else that funny that happened. Yeah, the thick paper was a problem. Either